Good evening. I'd like to welcome everybody for a major announcement regarding indoor arena soccer in the United States of America. First of all, I'd like to welcome all our guests that joined us tonight. And furthermore, I'd like to thank all our sponsors that are listed behind us in the banner to support this new investment in indoor soccer, arena soccer in the U.S. I'd like to introduce our investment group. Starting to my right, we have Michael Reineck, who's Vice President of Business Development. Next, we have Paul Goldman, our Chief Operating Officer. Armando Gamboa, Vice President of Operations. Bernie Lilivos, General Manager of the United States Arena National Soccer Team. Dominic Turcott, who's the Vice President of Operations, and Kevin Milliken, who's the Commissioner, founder of the Premier Arena Soccer League, and co-founder of the Federation. He's currently doing an interview in the hall and will be joining us in a few minutes. The announcement here tonight is to move soccer forward in the United States. Outdoor soccer has established itself, and now we're going to take indoor or arena soccer to the next level. What we're going to be doing here is having a few comments made by the special guests here tonight explaining what we're going to do as we go forward here in the U.S., starting with development of youth indoor soccer, the Federation, announcing the U.S. Arena Cup, and other developments that will take soccer, arena soccer, to the next level. So to further explain what we're going to be doing here going forward, I'd like to introduce Bernie Lilivos, who is the General Manager of the United States Arena Soccer Team. Thank you.
Well, thank you and welcome, thank you for welcoming here to Chicago. It's been a crazy day of travel to get out from the West Coast, but the national team started back in 2008. I started with Kevin Milliken, and basically the national team was just that. We started the National Arena Soccer Team, and we didn't ever vision that it would get to this level. Obviously with this panel that's up here, we're going to take it to greater heights now. We're going to bring back the U.S. Open Cup. The PASL is going to have a footprint, not just with the adult soccer, but with the youth soccer that Dr. Sev talked about. And World Mini Football Federation, for those that aren't familiar, that's small-sided soccer outdoors, 5-a-side, 6-a-side, 7-a-side. That's under the umbrella of this federation that we've created here as well. So we're extremely excited from where we came from, 2008, playing a couple games in Canada, playing a couple games in Mexico, hosting a few in the United States, to where this is going to go in the near future. We're super excited for a guy that started this 10, 11 years ago, just me and Kevin, to see these gentlemen here and really move arena soccer and small-sided soccer, youth soccer, adult soccer, like Dr. Sev said, soccer in general, forward here in the United States. We couldn't be happier. And thank you, gentlemen, for believing in us and trusting us, and the future looks bright. Thank you.
Thank you, Bernie. What I'd like to say now before I introduce Armand is I'm very happy with the investment group we've put together. The investment group is dedicated to contribute money in a capital fund to make sure that not only youth soccer, but professional soccer, amateur soccer grows here in the United States. And as Chief Executive Officer of this investment group, I'm very proud to have this group with me. I'd further like to introduce other members of this panel. I'd like to turn it over to Armand Gamboa, who is the Vice President of Operations and also the owner and coach of the Chicago Mustangs. Armand.
Thank you. Well, first of all, thanks for making it out here. We're very happy to be part of this amazing panel. A little history on the Chicago Mustangs. We started in 2012, and we were originally part of the Premier Arena Soccer League. Since then, we've accomplished 2 championships and a U.S. Open Cup championship. And we're very excited to have you here, Bernie, and know that we're going to bring the U.S. Open Cup back. Exactly. We had a major success with the U.S. Arena Soccer, and it went a little dormant for like 3 years. And after a lot of hard work and weeks and months of going back and forward, we're also happy to announce that we're also going to be bringing in women's arena soccer, and then we're going to add the youth portion of it, all under the same umbrella, same logo. There's no reason why we need to differentiate the logo from women's to men to youth. And we're just looking forward to working together, and we couldn't have made this happen with all of you. So thank you for being here, and thank you all for making the time out here.
Thank you, Armand.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. We'll be handling the press questions next door. Yes.
Where are you guys going to be playing your games, and is it going to be spectators?
Yes. The question was, where are we going to be playing the games? The Open Cup or the league? Both. The leagues, the Open Cup, the first two venues that have joined for the Open Cup is the Grand Sports Arena in Hoffman Estates, and the other arena is in Rockford, Illinois, correct?
That is correct.
They're the first two that have volunteered for the Open Cup. The league in itself, there's about 40 different arenas throughout the United States that have boards for indoor soccer, and they're part of the league here now. You'll see as our website gets put up, you'll see all the cities that are involved, and there's about 40 cities, correct? That are in the Premier Arena Soccer League, and we're going to grow it and continue to develop it and keep it on a regional basis and make it affordable and fan-friendly. The fans will be involved, and we want the children to start at the younger group to work its way up, so the children can work with the professionals, the amateurs, college kids who are playing soccer now, and learn to enjoy and love the sport as we do. Another question. Yes. The question was, when do we plan on starting the women's soccer team? The indoor women's soccer will start at the same time as the men's. The season's schedule might be a little bit shorter, but we're going to play 20 games, I think 20 games in the league for the arena soccer, and maybe about 10, 15 as we decide for women. There's plenty of women that play at a high caliber. They can play indoor and outdoor just as well as the men, and we hope to promote them with our TV contracts. What we didn't mention is we have TV contracts already signed up and streaming contracts signed up with some major broadcasters. We're going to save that announcement for a future date. Next question.
When you introduce the youth component, will it be an academy, or how's that going to be?
That's correct. It's from an academy basis. The federation will register the youth.
Right.
You come on up to explain to them how. Yeah,
Let's talk about.
yeah.
Well, from the national team side of things, obviously the U.S. men's national team for arena soccer has been going on since 2008, like we mentioned. How we identify the players currently is we reach out to players like that Armando has, at Chicago Mustangs, all the different indoor teams that have been playing over the years. But now we're really starting to run combines all over the country. So to answer her question on the women's league, we're also going to be starting a women's national team, and it's going to be from combines. So the combines will be spread out all over the country. Players can register in their local, hometown. From there, we're going to have several coaches. I know Armando's going to be jumping on board as a coach. We've got Craig Rodas out of Cincinnati. We've got Phil Savaggio down in San Diego. So we got coaches spread out all over around the United States, identifying these players to put them into a national pool, and then hopefully we'll continue playing exhibitions and different tournaments. And the U.S. national team the men's side is going to Australia for the World Cup in October, for the World Mini Football Federation. So I know there's plans for club championships, a women's World Cup, so that's how we're going to identify that. And as far as the youth, we're going to do the same process. So we'll have combines all over the place. As far as the youth leagues, I think they'll be geared more towards facilities like you own. Maybe you can speak on the behalf of the youth.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So as far as the youth goes, we're going to identify facilities in the area that will determine a champion. Like there is for outdoor soccer, state champions of the outdoor game. We want to do the same thing for indoor, and then take that into a state championship, a national championship, and then as part of the World Mini Football Federation, give these younger players the opportunity to travel throughout the world at an early stage. So we're very excited to add that to the whole project here. Yeah.
What
As
people,
you develop, will you be using facilities only with balls and boards?
no, that again,
Yeah.
he can speak to that. We both. We're going to have indoor soccer with the boards, and then indoor soccer without the boards. That's what 567 stands for, the American Association of Soccer 567, which is growing in Europe and South America, and we plan on major growth here. So smaller fields, but no boards.
5, 6, 7 is players per side?
Yes, correct.
Correct. Yeah.
Correct.
So it's known as mini football around
Right.
the
The World Mini Football, correct.
world. Exactly. Mini football, which is arena soccer, 5-side, 6-side, 7-side.
So your youth academy will be following that same format?
Same format.
Great questions.
Anything else?
So we're rolling.
That's the idea, right? Okay.
When does the recruiting start? Or is it a rolling basis?
It's on a rolling basis. Yes. Yes. We want people to sign up and kids to sign up and adults sign up. They'll be members of the federation. Being members of the federation, they're entitled to certain perks. They'll belong to a club, and U5, U7, U8, 9, all the way up, college kids. So what we plan on also introducing here in Chicago is an NPSL team next summer, correct? which is a Division three, well, Division 3 or 4. Yeah, 3-4, Division 3-4, which is an amateur level, but these are college kids who finish playing college and still want to play, or they actually can be still in college, right, and still play. That's a national, and you can check online the NPSL. So we'll have an NPSL team that's for Chicago, and again, we're here to promote the arena soccer, number one. And he was the first coach ever, right?
Yeah.
He was the first coach, and you played. You can tell him your background. You played for outdoor,
you
indoor.
Name it. You name the city. Yeah, I haven't played in Chicago yet, so Armando.
Your draft is coming up, right?
Yeah, the draft's coming up. And next, as he's finishing up his interview, to join us is Kevin Milliken, who is the founder of the Premier Arena Soccer League. He's also the co-founder of the American Association of Soccer567. We're glad to have him on the board. He's a partner in this venture with us, and he'll be coming up here to say a few words. Kevin, please join us.
Thank you, Dr. Sev. I appreciate it. I didn't think 20 years ago today I would be standing here with a new partnership group, an entire organization, and everything after I started the PSL back in 1998. But we're here today to announce a great expansion with a new corporation, bringing back some old things like the U.S. Open Cup, and relaunching the PSL as a brand under one name. Along with that, we have our Soccer567, our soccer federation, where we're going to be taking a team to the World Cup in Australia for the third time in the WMF. And so I'm very excited about all these opportunities of expansion. It's almost too much to talk about. It's very overwhelming. So I'd like to start from the beginning. And PSL started in 1998 as an amateur regional league, and it's grown up to the point of having 50 teams at one point. We're going to rebrand it now, launching a brand new women's league. We're very excited about that. We're going to be adding youth clubs to that as well. And, my hopes are to get to 50 teams this year and over 100 the following year. I'm very excited about the opportunities for the PSL and being part of a federation where we can bring women into the national team program of the federation, bring men into the national team, and launch some junior activities as well. Back in 2013 and 14, we ran a U.S. Open Cup, and we're going to be bringing that back as well. Very excited about that. We really haven't had a national championship where teams at all levels can compete for a national championship in arena soccer. One of the most exciting things about the new partnership is the influx of capital. So for the first time, the U.S. Open Cup this year is going to be offering prize money to the winners and runner-ups of the teams participating. We've never done that before. I've personally been against it, but I've been persuaded that this is the way to go. So I'm on board and ready to see how exciting that gets and see how many teams we get to sign up going for the big grand prize. One of the most exciting things is, of course, our national team program. People are going to be talking about that a lot. In 2015, the U.S. won the first World Mini Football World Cup, and that was in the arena soccer form. 2017, we went to Tunisia, and we got knocked out in the round of 16, but we were in the group of death, so we actually played pretty well. Now 2019, we're going to Australia, and it's going to be the six-a-side format again with touch lines, and we got Argentina, Brazil, and South Africa in our groups. And it's going to be really, really exciting, and but it's going to be exciting for all forms. So with our federation under World Mini Football, we have arena soccer, we have six-a-side, we have five-a-side, and we have seven-a-side. There's going to be club championships, confederation championships, world events for all those formats. And we're really excited about bringing that to the local people and scouting and recruiting and having combines and getting as many people involved in our federation so we can have the very best national teams competing in all those categories. Of course, with our national team program, we have to have coaches. And we've got some excellent coaches on our staff already that we've brought in. We got Armando Gamboa from the Mustangs, Bernie Lilavois from the Fury, Craig Rodas from the Swerve. We also have João Garcia. He's the Brazilian national team coach. He's going to be on our staff for recruiting around the U.S. And we're going to add, and we have Phil Salvaggio, who's coaches the arena team from the San Diego Sockers. But we're going to create an entire staff. And that entire staff is then going to be charged with locating and finding players, but that staff's also going to be in charge of our coaching training and certification program. The more coaches we bring into the system, the more coaches we train, the more coaches we have out there teaching people how to play 5, 6, 7-a-side soccer and arena soccer, the better our programs will be and the better the sport will be. And we can't have a press conference about our sport without talking about officials. Everybody always has complaints about the referees. We need better referees. We're going to put together a dynamic referee training program all across the country. And with all the coaches we're getting, all the clubs we're getting involved, all the people we're getting involved, we're going to find as many referees as we can, get them trained, so we have top-level referees at every event. I'm very excited about launching a referee program. I think it's going to be the backbone of the whole federation that'll make everybody happy with our product at all levels, whether it's 5, 6, 7-a-side, arena, youth, adult, national team. And the only way to have good officiating is to keep bringing in numbers, because officials need competition just like the players. So we're going to be recruiting a lot of referees and putting together a very great program. It's very exciting for mini football. I want to thank Dr. Sev, Armando, and everybody here in Chicago, sponsors, media, for attending today. I was very excited to come out here and get this all put together. It's been a long work in progress, and I look forward to the great expansion and all the new stuff coming in the next couple of months, and hopefully we'll be bringing back that trophy in Australia. Thank you very much, everyone.